It's wonderful to be with you today, and I want to congratulate friends and colleagues who've come from all over the world to celebrate the cause of Iranian freedom and to note the work, the dedication, the sacrifices of Mrs. Rajavi and the entire MEK organization. This is the first year, and so many I haven't been able to be with you, but I want you to know that nothing has changed in my heart or my mind. I am committed to being a part of this cause and being together with you every year for as long as I'm able until we're all celebrating in Tehran. This year in particular, your presence, the presence of those of you who live in Ashraf, for those of you who come around the world, is particularly notable. It's one more important milestone. A milestone in a struggle that began with the decision to separate from the regime because of the lost freedoms and the abandoned hope of the Iranian Revolution. A commitment that continued into 1988, when tens of thousands of people were murdered for no reason but their determination to bring freedom to Iran and meaning to the revolution. It continued through into the 90s, when the regime successfully waged a campaign to have the MEK inappropriately put on terrorist lists throughout Europe and North America. There have been many milestones, many hurdles. We've overcome them all. The decision to separate from the regime, the terrible struggle of 1988 with the terrible loss of life, overcoming the inappropriate terrorist listings. Each and every one we have survived, bringing us to this point when the movement has never been stronger. Inside Iran, with units of resistance formed in virtually every city and town across the nation, in communication, resistance units ready to take up the cause of Iranian freedom on a moment's notice with incredible courage. Internationally, from the inappropriate, incredible listing of the MEK, a resistance organization fighting for freedom as a terrorist unit, overcoming that nation by nation, court by court, parliament by parliament, to today, when we're entertaining former presidents, prime ministers, foreign ministers from virtually every great democracy around the world. We've gone from the outside to the inside. Now the MEK enjoys better relations with the leading nations of the world than the Iranian government. They're on terrorist lists. We're welcomed and are today hosting leaders from around the globe. I know it's a long struggle, and I know how hard it has been. But it's important to take note that the journey through all these years has brought us closer than ever before. And why? Well, because we've never given in. Because the MEK remains the only organization in resistance to the mullahs that has the commitment, the following, the leadership with Mrs. Rajavi, that has never compromised, never wavered, never sought advantage from the mullahs, never sought to share or profit by their imprisonment of the Iranian people. The MEK and Mrs. Rajavi alone. That resistance has earned us a special place in the heart of the Iranian people and a special place in history. I know the struggle has been long, but we've never been closer. Never been closer. As we've now been accepted as legitimate opposition around the globe, as we've now endured all these hurdles, watching the regime's assassins be convicted and go to jail, we're still here. We're still here, standing firm, standing strong. My friends, we will prevail. I will see you next year, whether it's in Ashraf or in Paris or in Tehran. Every year, until the Iranian people enjoy the freedom and the prosperity enjoyed by so many others around the world. Being Iranian doesn't have to mean that you're poor. It doesn't mean that your children have to be hopeless. It doesn't mean you have to lose all freedoms. Being Iranian can mean, again, what it meant throughout history. A great, proud people helping to lead the world. Thank you. I look forward to being with you all again soon.